everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nidhi and you're watching my series on how to become a cabin crew. In this video we will be talking about what are some of the things that you need to take care of when you're traveling to another state or country for your interview. Now, a lot of you have been sending me a lot of messages for getting your selection in the video interview and other online interviews that you have been giving for different airlines. And some of you have told me that you need to travel to another state or country for that particular interview. So that's why I decided to make this video, because I wanted to share the information with you as to what are some of the things that you need to take note of, because when you're traveling to another country or another state for the interview, obviously you need to make sure that you have everything, you're very well prepared. You cannot be running anywhere for last minute information or documentation or things that you need to have with you, for that matter of fact. So from that perspective, this video is really useful. Please go ahead and watch it till the end. A lot of airlines, especially international airlines, when they come to a particular country to do the interview, obviously they cannot really go to all the locations. So they will organize interview at a particular location in your country, and based on whether you submit an online application or whether they invite you for a video interview, and once you clear your video interview or based on your online application, they will actually invite you for the interview in that particular location. But and this is for Singapore Airlines. For example, Emirates and Qatar, what they do is they organize open day assessments in different parts of the country, most likely the main location, so that a central location, so people can actually go to those locations to appear for the interview. So what I wanted to talk to you guys today is basically things that you need to take note of when you're traveling to another country or another state, for that matter of fact, for these interviews. Now, first and foremost, it's very important to make sure that you have all the documentation that they need you to carry. If you're going for a walk-in interview or open day assessment, or if you're going to invited interview based on your application, they will always tell you, it's always written on the website what documentation that you need to carry. Most commonly asked documents include your passport, which is very important, especially for all international interviews. Your birth certificate, some of the airlines would ask you to bring that along, the original and the photocopies. They would ask you to bring your educational qualifications, because they want to see whether you meet the required eligibility criteria, and they would probably ask you to bring your photographs. Now again, it depends on the airline what kind of photograph they want you to bring. Some airlines just want you to bring passport size photographs, some airlines want you to bring a full-length photographs. So go ahead and get all that information from the website itself, or for that matter of fact, if they have sent you an email and if they've told you to carry certain documents, then you have to ensure that you carry all the documents. So make sure you prepare all this and put that in a file, so when you go for the interviews and when you're traveling, you can actually make sure that you keep that file safe, because obviously these are your important documents and you want to make sure that they're safe at all times. Find out, depending upon the airline that you're interviewing for, what is their interview process. Some airlines takes 2 days, some airlines take 1 day, some airlines can basically split it into weeks. So it really depends on the airline. Go ahead and familiarize yourself with the interview process of that particular airline. For Singapore Airlines in particular, I have made a lot of videos where I've talked about what is the interview process. So accordingly, you need to make sure you get your travel plan sorted in terms of your accommodation. If it's obviously a 2-day process, then you might have to stay in the hotel for 2 days. If it's just a 1-day process, then you don't want to waste extra money in staying in a hotel for the second night and things like that. And obviously based on the interview process, you have to figure out your travel itinerary as well. I would definitely advise to give yourselves a day extra before or after the interview. Say for example, you're invited for the interview on the 17th of November. So you want to make sure that you get into the state or the country just a day before, so you do not have to panic last minute. So make sure you get into the place on the 16th of November, and depending upon, again, the interview process, then you can figure out when would be your checkout and the hotel and stuff like that. If you usually ask me who will bear the expenses of the travel and the stay and the hotel and stuff like that. So because these are just preliminary rounds and this is not an employment with the airline, all the expenses actually have to be borne by you. If this was like an employment that the airline is giving you, I'm going to talk about that in a different video, then they will actually provide you the air ticket, the visa, and the accommodation, again depending upon the airline. But if you're just going to appear for the interview, all the expenses unfortunately have to be borne by you. So you have to be prepared for that. Make sure that you carry all the things that are required for you to wear on the day of the interview, and that includes your makeup, your accessories, your clothes, the attire. I have made a separate video where I've talked about what should you wear and what should you not wear when it comes to cabin crew interviews, and I've talked about both female and male candidates in that video, so go ahead and watch that video to get a little more perspective on what you should carry for the day of the interview. I would definitely recommend you to carry maybe 2 sets of everything when it comes to your shoes, your accessories, and your clothes as well, because you never know last minute if there is a damage. For example, if your skirt gets torn or your shirt gets torn, or your shoes are damaged, or you happen to lose one of the earrings. So obviously you do not want to go ahead and get yourself into a place where you have to run last minute to get all this sorted. So my suggestion and advice would be to actually carry 2 sets of everything. But of course you cannot be carrying 2 sets of makeup. But what I wanted to tell you here in terms of your makeup is carry your entire makeup kit. In terms of the hairstyles that you would be doing, in terms of the makeup that you'll be doing. I have made a few videos on the kind of hairstyles that you can do for cabin crew interview and the makeup as well, so you can go ahead and watch that. But what I really wanted to tell you guys here is carry like a portable makeup kit, like your powder to touch up, your lipstick to touch up, like your nail paint and things like that. So that is really important. Your toiletry obviously includes everything from whatever that you need to make sure you keep odor free, your deodorants, your perfumes, for men your shaving kit, for female any sort of makeup that you need. So make sure you carry your entire toiletry kit, because you do not want to deal with any sort of last minute crisis at any point in time. For me, again, my advice would be to actually carry like a small luggage with you, because even if you do not decide to stay overnight in the hotel and you know that the interviews are going to finish on the particular day and you do not want to add on to the extra expense, you can actually carry that luggage bag with you to the interview, which is absolutely fine, or you could actually just leave it at the hotel concierge. And the last advice that I'm going to give you when it comes to traveling is make sure that you keep yourself hydrated at all times, because traveling can be tiring, especially when you're taking different flights, when you're traveling through the trains to go to another state or country. Please make sure that you take care of your skin. Please make sure that you hydrate yourself by drinking a lot of water. Don't get exhausted by the travel, because then you will not be able to actually focus on the interview, which is a very, very important day for you, and you do not want an acne because of the stress that you're having to come on your face and get you distracted from the interview process. And the last thing that I want to share with all of you here is whenever you're traveling to another country, do not ever forget your smile, your confidence. Carry it along with you, because you will definitely need it for the day of the interview. And for the day of the interview as well, remember to do your research properly. Go through my videos and find out things that you need to take note of, how to prepare yourself. So when you land there, even though you're all by yourself, sometimes you miss your family, you do not have a support system. But then I am right here to actually guide you and coach you through my videos and also through my personal coaching. I do a lot of personal coaching and guiding. Do get in touch with me. I'll be really happy to coach and guide you and take you through the process of the interview, and hopefully we can together get you that dream job. But in the meantime, I hope you find this information valuable, and if you do, please do like the video, do share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell for more video updates. In the meantime, all of you out there, All the best for your interviews. Stay pretty, stay handsome, and I love you guys. Bye.